Hey YouTube, how's it going? Back again. Make sure you guys hit them like buttons and subscribe and share it. If that way it gets passed around, the message gets out there. Today I'm going to talk about balancing masculine and feminine energy. We all have both. But most of us have been living in the 3D masculine energy, which is the reason why we have wars, poverty, the kind of mindsets that we all have today. There are some that live and resonate out of their feminine energy. Now, energy is energy. It's just positive and negative. There's nothing feminine about a guy having feminine energy. In fact, I live in my divine feminine most of the time, but I can switch back and forth. That is the deal with balancing. You're learning how to take your feminine energy and balancing it with your male energy. Masculine is yang. So yin and yang, it's the yang part. It is the positive energy. Okay. Masculine energy is warm, it's white, it's day, sun, fire, it's a positive charge. Once again, we resonate out of summer and spring. Some of the aspects of it are, you're more active, you're more energetic, you have movement. In the business end of it, it's the feminine energy would be the artistic and creative side, and then flip it over, bam, and you turn it into masculine energy and sell it and get it out there and get it moving. That's the balance. Okay, this is why you see a lot of rich people become very successful, because they have learned how to balance that creative side and their go-getter side. Okay, masculine energy is more or less the go-getter, and the feminine energy is more of a creative end of it. Now, we all have creativity. Art is not always what people think it is. Okay, it could be sculpting, it could be you know what, there's just too many. All right, so everybody's got a creative talent to them. Just try everything. I do it all because I've just been in art my whole life. But art is a good way. Construction, like little constructing pieces or puzzle pieces and stuff like that. Those are definite good ways to bring that feminine. And feminine, you want to express that energy, because that is where you sell people in life. You know, if you're trying to get somewhere in life, you want to sell your creativeness. Okay, everyone at the top has a creativeness, whether it be creating businesses and franchises, whether it be creating new homes, whether it be creating water fountains. It's creativity. Okay. But learning how to channel those and balance those and understanding what they are is what we're going to get at today. So masculine energy is it's all about odd numbers, logic. Everything is lower pitch. And when you move and shift over into feminine energy, you'll hear a higher pitch. It runs on a totally different octave. Kind of like when a guy gets punched in his nuts and he squeaks up. Yeah, he just went feminine. No. We're very aggressive. Okay. Masculine energy is obviously the aggressive, but it is also fear-based. Feminine energy is love-based. while male energy is fear-based. That's why we become aggressive, because we have fear. And we operate out of the left hemisphere of our brain. Masculine is full of direction and purpose, a linear, rigid energy. Okay? It's also stimulated by challenge. Men are often driven by challenge. And we normally have a direction that we want to go. That's generally why most of the time women have always followed behind us, because men have always had that forward direction, and women were the go-between, the nurturing side, the side that we were supposed to get, or continue to get, to keep feeding the train. It's negative and positive energy. If the negative is too big or the positive is too not big enough, they collide and they bounce off. Other is it connects and it clicks. So, there's always a balance to the people that we have in our life too. So check that on that one. Masculine energy is driven by his own direction. It is impersonal and goal-oriented without feeling. You'll see a lot of very successful men at the top. They are goal-oriented. It's nothing personal towards you. It's not like, and some of them, not all of them, some of them will just step on you just to get ahead. But not all of them. For those that don't, these men, they acquired their stuff through failure and through being goal-oriented, through that never die attitude, which is everything that the military taught us. Being in the military, they teach you the same thing. They just don't educate you on the fact that they taught you these things. Key point right there. But they don't do something personally. It's not they're trying to ignore you or anything like that. I've kind of been the same way. Like I'm not trying to be antisocial, but I've got my goals focused, and I come out to see what's going on. I'm kind of like the groundhog. Come out, take a peek. Okay, everything's good. All right, I'm back in my hut. And I'm not scared to go out. I love going out, but it's just been cold, and I figured it's a great time to just kind of hover in and tighten up on some things. Masculine energy is about transcending emotions into awareness. Imagine, though, that the government doesn't just teach this stuff to people. It's not part of their educational program, that's for sure. You ever wonder why that is? I mean, shouldn't this be like public knowledge where everybody's in belief of the same thing? That's kind of a shitty way to do somebody. Let's see here. Masculine energy tends to make big things small, which is funny because feminine energy tends to make small things big. For the masculine, it is easy to let go. We share a lot less emotion in masculine energy. Therefore, while feminine, obviously feminine energy shares more on the emotional side versus masculine energy. So it is easier for men to walk away from things. But most women live in their masculine energy at least 80% of the time. And they dance between the feminine energy when they want to get creative, but when it comes to just everyday living, they live in masculine energy for the better, most of them. Not all of them, but our energy is focused on one thing at a time. Women multitask, men are focused on one thing at a time. Masculine energy always looks for a problem to be solved. But there is a such thing as too much. You can have too much good, too much bad. Uh, Too much is just too much. It doesn't matter what it is or who it is. Too much is just too much. Um, there's got to be a balance, once again, in everything that we have in life. And I can't stress this enough to you. Balance is key. You gotta know when to work, when to put your energy into something really heavy with you. You have to know how to balance some free time for yourself. Not to mention that's that recharge time. You got to balance being able to educate yourself. You have to be able to balance whatever people you may have in your life, the emotions that you feel in your life. It's a lot. It's a lot, people. I'm not joking. It's a lot to get down. But once you get it down and you get on, everything in life just seems to glide. And this is no joke. I mean, anybody who knows me can tell you that I've taken my life from chaotic, disordered, 100% wreck, just wrecked all the time. I was for somebody that was in the military, I was completely wrecked. My life was wrecked. I had no structure, no order, no nothing. I pretty much lacked self-discipline. Once I got out of the military, there was no more self-discipline. But I had to put that all back into play. Military, we kind of got it a little bit easier. We've been coached and trained in this. So all I can say to the civilians that are watching this, just you got to do the same thing we do. Just put it in. Just put it in. Just put your all in. Focus on that thing and that thing only. No more family, no more friends. Just focus. Don't go out. Don't go party. Just shut it down for a little bit. And you'll be surprised at how quickly you'll move up when you focus all of your energy on that. Hyper focus it. Bam. Like a magnifier to the sun. Focused energy. You spread that out, and ain't nothing gonna catch fire for a great minute. But you get that one little spot, yeah, focused. That's what you have to be in life. Actors, actresses, you hear it in the movies, but when you're fully awake, I can't tell you how much of everything that we watch, these actors and actresses and people, they're really hinting to you that this is what you have to be and what you have to do to become what you want to become. You have to get serious. Balancing your energies is a good way to get serious, because once you get them energies down and correct, you'll feel an influx when you feel like you're being called to do something. You do it, and then if you notice that you're doing it too much, slow down and balance it back out. Too much masculine is just too much. Fear of taking risk. So when you got way too much masculine energy and you're just going balls to the walls, no creativity, nothing, no feminine energy mixed up in none of that, yeah, you can start getting yourself into an area where you stop taking risk. You've been hit way too many times in that little period by taking risk, and you're not recharged for it anymore. So you'll miss a lot of opportunities by not taking those risks. You constant need to be in 100% control of everything. Sometimes you just got to realize just to roll in life, flow in life, just flow in it. I feel like if I feel like I'm called to stay in that day and not move and not walk out that door, I stay inside, period. And I spend my day studying. I spend my day learning, putting together different art pieces, writing music, writing beats, anything that is transforming my life, anything. So I want you guys to really, really take heed of this, all right? You can't handle change in plans. Yeah, I noticed that's a lot about myself is I couldn't take change too well of anything. I would freak out. One minute I was one way, and I felt it and believed in a total different way, and then it felt like I went over my distance and had too much masculine energy, and I couldn't I couldn't tell you that having changed my life, and I could see how I was one way and how I am. It's complete 180. You're too rigid. You're not flexible enough, and that's where I was getting at with that. You become too rigid, and you're not flexible. You're not jumping out there. You're not that wild. You're not that lion anymore. What all men go through is the lack of lioness inside of us. We start taming down to society. We start taming down to the women that we love. We start taming ourselves down. You have to re-lion. We call it re-soldiering in the military. So, if you spend too much time out of the military and you try to go back in, it's called re-soldiering. That means they just put you through basic training all over again and you re-soldier. You have the knowledge of it, but you just gotta revamp on the extras. That's all you're doing is you're re-lionessing or re-lioning yourself back to that alpha again. And that's what you have to be. You can't be a beta as a female, and you can't be a beta as a male. And there's a lot of damn betas in this damn world right now. You cannot do it. You have to be the alpha. You have to stand up for yourself. You have to start speaking your truth. You have to start balancing your energies out. This is the way of the new world, people. Truth be spoken, truth be told. It is happening as we speak. So whether you want to admit it, whether you care to admit it, whether you believe me or not, it is happening as we speak. The world is shifting, and the people that were at the top will fall to the bottom. Narcissists, all them wolves in sheep's clothing. Not the sheep in wolves' clothing. Talking about the wolves in sheep's clothing. They know who they are. They're all going to be at the bottom. It's coming. The energies are shifting, and as they're shifting, a new era is born. A new time is born. Balancing your masculine energy with your feminine energy and adapting to that feminine energy and embracing it. Oh, it has done nothing but just level my ass right out. I love it. I love it because not only can I utilize my creativity, and it's getting quicker, faster, and it's getting better. I'm also thinking about how I can put this to real use. People have told me to sell my stuff before. I never really thought about it. Now, I'm actually looking at different ways to do this. And I'm going to try them all. See which ones work, see which ones don't. Risk taker. But I'm going to end that with the masculine energy. Feminine energy is coming right up. All right, here we go with the feminine. Feminine energy aspects resonates with words like black, shade, night, moon, water, negative charge. So they are cold, they're wet, autumn, winter, discreet, indirect, soft. You notice everything's the counter opposite of masculine energy. So where we're hot, they're cold. Where we're hard, they're soft. Where we're night or light, they're night. We're fear based, they're love based. We're aggressive behavior, they're passive behavior. They're right side of their brain, we're left side. Feminine energy is free flowing of life energy. Free flowing. I love actually operating more out of my feminine energy than I do out of my masculine energy. I use the masculine energy when I need to put things into motion. Other than that, I bask over here in feminine energy. It's just much more peaceful, much more calming. Masculine energy is just a lot of stuff I don't care. The energy is really good. It's not bad or good. It's just living out of love and not out of fear is a much better way for me to live. So I don't know about you. If you want to live in a fear-based world, that's fine, but I don't. But they are stimulated by praise. Feminine energy is moved by love and emotions in intimate relationships. Feminine energy is about existing in the body and its sensations and feelings, which is probably why women come way more than us, which is really just unfair. Feminine energy is about existing in the body and its sensations and feelings. Yeah, I just did that one, didn't I? They make small things big. So they do naturally make small problems much bigger problems. But that's okay. We're going to get this all balanced out, ladies. No worries. But you can have too much feminine energy. Yes, it is possible. You become easily distracted. Yeah, I know. I've known some women that were just incredibly easily distracted. You multitask but never finish anything. Yeah, and if you're watching this, you know who you are. Always losing things. There she is again. Very forgetful, not a planner, and very disorganized. There are some tips for balancing this. I'll be right back. Okay, so to balance these energies, you can do simple things. So, men, masculine energies, if you feel like you're too much in your masculine energy, you can do some of these things. Do meditating, create something. So if you just feel like you're not getting anything done, you just action. Slow down, meditate a little bit, draw, color. It doesn't matter if you're a good colorer or not. Just start coloring and just start focusing on just the coloring. You'd be surprised at what you can do. Trust me. Go dancing. Get out there, just dance. Shake it up. Who cares? Go outside, enjoy a nice little walk just for yourself. Nurture a plant, grow a plant. It doesn't matter if it's weed. If you're legally allowed to grow it, okay. And if you're not, okay. Grow a plant. Nurture that plant. And you'll develop a connection that you've never known. Relax. Just try to relax. Find things that you do to relax yourself. It's not drug or alcohol related. Now, women, if you're feeling like you're resonating too much in the feminine side, then you can do something competitive. Build something with tools. Something just that guys do, you know, like some construction. Go demo a wall or something, you know. It's fun. It brings something out of you. Read a science mag or any type of masculine magazine, gun magazine, girls, you know, like one of our Maxim magazines or something like that, you know. Get inside the psyche of a man a little bit, you know. Lift weights, sports, like men's sports, not like tennis back and forth, you know. I'm not saying anything about tennis, but, you know, more aggressive sports. And vice versa. You know, if masculine and you're feeling like you're resonating too much in your feminine energy, because it can happen. You got to imagine you're a male and a female balancing two energies inside of you at all times. If these energies get all cattywampus, then your aura gets all messed up. You get disoriented. This is what causes arguments and all the problems of today's world. Simple. Is all from imbalanced energies going, and they can't contain themselves, so they explode on each other. And this is the impact. And these are the things that, you know, we do in a daily day, and we just don't recognize in ourselves. I see it now, but I also see that every one of y'all have the exact same potential as I do. And I want to see you guys actually succeed in life. I really do. I really believe that the more people start coming together and stop with all the separatism and the division of black and white and race and creed, just realize that we are all humans working for the same goal, a meaning, a purpose. I can help you get there. I really can. You just got to have faith in me. You got to trust me. I've gotten here, and actually I've done this quite a few different times already. That's how many times I messed up and failed. So I was like all over the place when I first started on this too. And I went on one trail going one way, just thinking I was going to change my job to marketing and selling stocks. But nope, I can do that now. That's another skill that I've adapted, but now I've kind of gone on a much better path, and I found purpose. I found meaning. Real meaning, true meaning, something that is divinely orchestrated, which I'm good with. All right, so this has been the end of the video. I hope you guys remember to hit that like button and that subscribe button. Be kind, please. I'm just doing it for free. I don't care about, you know, making any money off of YouTube or anything like that. I just want to spread this message. Okay? Love y'all. Peace, love, and light.